I appreciate you guys all being here. Obviously, we're hurt, and those kids are pretty beat up emotionally right now, pretty sad. It's the somberest we've had, which is a good thing, right? They put a lot into that game, and I think the biggest thing is they recognized they were good enough to win it. They recognized they were good enough. I tell them that you're going to be there in the fourth quarter, and I think they believed it. And we had our chances and weren't able to do it. And I think they looked at it and saw the amount of times that just self-inflicted wounds. And I don't mean to take anything away from the University of Texas. They're top 10 football program. But I'm really proud of our guys. For our defense to shut them out in the second half, was just an amazing step forward for guys to go down and guys to step up. We had that little run in the second quarter where we let some things get away from us. And really probably, maybe starting with me, just the emotion of kind of some of the things that were happening probably got us out of that whack. We got into halftime and calmed down and really proud of our guys in the second half. And at the end of the day, we had the ball 97 yards away and no Denzel Mims and no Tyquan Thornton and found a way to get down there and had two chances in the red zone and weren't able to get the ball up and down. So, but I'm proud of our team and a lot of respect for their team. So with that, I'll see what questions you have.
Yeah, Matt, what mentioned Denzel and Tyquan, what happened to those guys?
Cramps. I believe cramps. I mean, I come in, I go right there, I come here, but they just said they were down and they look like cramps to me.
Man, how much has this team grown up since the first half of that Duke game?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's kind of funny. We came in at halftime. It was very similar to the Duke game at the end of the half, but we had a different feel in the locker room at halftime. I think our guys knew, and I don't mean this with any respect, like they're a really good team, but so are we. And one of my players, as we walked off, he said to me, one of their players said to him, he said, "Man, you guys, we haven't played anybody who plays as hard and as physical. You guys," and he goes, I know this hurts, but you guys are a really good football team." And I said to him, the only problem is I've been saying that to you. Don't wait till after the fact to figure it out. And so, but again, it's a football game, and they made more plays than us. But I'm proud of the plays that we did make. But I think just the fact that we got guys battling out there and fighting, and guys are going down, other guys are coming in. I mean, we had some power football today. We had some spread football today. Played defense. We had some good special teams moments. So I'm proud of them. But that's a really hurt group of young men right now. And so when you're the head coach, me, I'll hurt. Trust me, but I'll get over it. I hurt for them right now because they knew they could have won that game.
Matt, a couple hours before the game, you guys went out there to midfield in your suits, and you had a little message to them. Is that a normal thing, and what was just the message to the guys?
Yeah, we started doing that last year at Kansas, and we do it now at home and away. It's just sometimes I have an older guy say something, sometimes I say something, and our message today was very simply, let's make this about us. And let's just go play like it's Tuesday practice. Let's just go compete. And let's understand, one of the reasons why, a lot of people since I've gotten here have asked me a lot about practice, practice. And so I showed the team a highlight of every player that's on our travel squad, all 70 in a game so far this year, except for Gary. And one of the reasons why we practice the way we practice is you go against really good players. And when you go out to play a top 10 team, you recognize that, I can play against this guy, though he's great, no disrespect to him, because I go against other great players. And so my message to them was, let's just make it about us, man. Let's go play together. And that's the biggest thing I saw today, man. We played together. And I'm sad we lost because, just to think that they had the ball second, the University of Texas had the ball 2nd and 5, and we burned 2 timeouts. Man, we burned the boats and said, this is it now, and they made the stop. And unfortunately, the punt got away from us and rolled down there to the 7. But even still, man, Pooh's out there. He's playing a different position, and he made plays. Platt made a play, and we get the ball down the field. And I thought we managed the clock pretty well to get. We snuck the first down and came right out and threw. Had 2 shots to the end zone. So, but it wasn't good enough, right? But that was the message.
What did y'all do defensively in the second half? Did y'all make some key adjustments?
Did the same thing. Really in the first half, they really didn't. They didn't really. They had I think they had 2 explosives maybe in the first half, and one was that long, deep ball. Colin's a great player, and we were going to come out and play bump and run it, and we were every bit right there with him. And a lot of us, thought we covered him. And, but he gained separation and made the play, and that's what you have to do against them, though. And I mean, Shane came in. I told Shane afterwards, 2 years in a row we played Shane for them, Michelle, and thought he played well, but we felt like, hey, they're not really going to be able to run it against us. They're going to throw it, and they made some key plays throwing it. And then the second half, they just tried to pound the football against us, and I thought our guys stepped up. So I thought it was really just a bunch of our guys. We did a nice job on their screen game. They threw a bunch of screens out there. Sometimes the tempo hurt us, but really at the end of the day, when they moved the ball against us, it was usually involved a defensive penalty in the first half. And that we had a face mask behind the play. We had I forget what else it was, Leo hands to the face or something. So there weren't many drives that were start to finish clean. There was a lot of penalty drives, and I think we had 7 penalties at halftime. I don't know how many we ended up with. Just we had a ton. I took 10. And I took one. I took on a punt, right, because we were. To be quite honest, we were going to fake the punt, and they came out and they were in a defense that would not allow us to fake the punt. So I said, take the penalty, we'll punt it. So, we went from a penalized team to a non-penalized team in the second half, and that certainly helps you on defense. It's hard to play great defense when you give up 15-yard plays.
Was that emotion? Is that what that was in the first half? You think a lot of it, or just sloppy?
I don't think we were sloppy. I think there's a lot of close calls, and I had to see the tape. To really comment on it, but. That wasn't like it was like, hey, guys, we're just grabbing and holding. I just thought it was, I think we had one holding call on offense, which, was a play that was supposed to go really up the middle, and Charlie kind of broke out and ran around the right side. So the offensive lineman's kind of out here thinking it's going in there, and it goes out there. So that one happened, but we rebounded from it. So, I don't think, I thought we played hard. But yeah, just some tough calls against us. I hate to comment on it without seeing the tape, though. I'll be happy to comment on Tuesday or whatever.
Matt, you talked about, I think, only 2 explosives really the whole game. Was that the big step that this defense made today? You look at some of those other games and the yards are, fairly similar. If you take out the big plays, you only gave them 2 big plays today.
Yeah, we weren't able to really hit the quarterback. I thought that was, like they did. We hit him once or twice. Thought they did a nice job keeping some drives alive. But we just played a lot of base defense today. Every time we didn't pressure, we didn't do a ton. We played man, and we played bump and run, and we just felt like we matched up well with this football team. And I thought our D line and our linebackers looked like from the field they probably played their best game. Man, looked like Blake Lynch. Kind of is becoming Blake Lynch, and Jordan Williams and Clay. Clay kept going down, but he kept getting back up. But so I think just not giving up the explosive runs. And then, like I said, just the one deep ball, and I thought those were big things. And then right before the half, I can't remember everything that happened, so please forgive me. But we trying to run the clock out, and then we got a first down. So we said, hey, let's go into 2-minute, kind of like we did at the end of the game, and we throw a pick up. And I think there was just a lot of sense of those kids wanted to win so badly. There was a lot of I'm going to go try to win the game, and when you're young, sometimes that's what you do. And that wasn't the message I gave before the game. The message was just do what we do. Let's go play. And I thought at halftime we settled down. But there's still a ton of things we gave them. We scored a touchdown. We kicked the ball out of bounds, give it to them at the 35. Punt the ball, goes 20 yards. So, and please believe me, I'm not calling anything. As I told the team in there, every one of us can look back and say, starting with me, can say, boy, I wish I had done this differently. The message we're trying to get across is we control how we win or lose. We control how we play. And, a game like this, everything counts, and we made 1 or 2 mistakes from cramp all the way down to cramping, right? You can't get into a game like this and not play with your best players in the fourth quarter, and you can't cramp. And so, but they'll learn from it. They'll rebound, and as I told them, they have one more chance to play a top 10 team in West Virginia. So, but we're getting better, and we're getting tougher, and we're starting to figure it out. So, I told them, I said, now that's the good news. Now wait till we figure it all the way out. Wait till we figure it all the way out. Not many teams are going to be excited to play us. Because we play a kind of a physical brand, and there was a little time there in the third quarter where we were kind of took over the game physically up front, just weren't able to make the big play. And a lot of credit to them. Their defense is really difficult to defend against, and they just made just enough plays.
In this environment, what did you see from Charlie on that last drive to be able to drive the length of the field pretty much?
Yeah, I think Charlie was trying way too hard in the first half, and I thought he settled down. And I thought the last drive was beautiful. Even the last play, we just don't the last 2 plays we don't block somebody, and that's and I'm not saying that. Please, I hope I don't have a tone of like blaming the kid. I'm so proud of the guys, right? But I just mean for Charlie, like the guy's coming off his back edge and he at least gets the ball up in the air, and that's just kind of who Charlie is, and I know he'll continue to battle and work to get better.
On the play that Jamison Houston made, watching it live, or do you think he had caught it?
Oh, I mean, I'm not here to comment on officiating, but I was upset about many things at that point and felt like we had that play. I said, there you go, kind of, that's our ball. That's what we needed, right? We needed to step up and make a play. And, but I think they said it was even confirmed, right? They didn't just say it stood. They said it was confirmed. So I just assumed that it was pretty clear. I'm looking at the Jumbotron. I just assumed that when they looked at it on the replay, if they say confirmed, it's usually like, beyond a shadow of a doubt, right? So, so was it not?
It's hard to tell.
Gotcha.
A couple more, Deontay Williams.
Yeah, Deontay had what looked like a pretty tough injury, and he was in a lot of pain. And his mom and dad weren't here, so I feel for them. And so, and I'd hate to be like, I'm always like the kinder, gentler person in the press conference, but I just really, the kid was in pain, and I thought it was very, very, very professional of Tom to walk out and check on him. And I thought it was very, very kind of the Texas crowd. I think it's a good thing. We're an hour and a half apart, right? We want to compete against each other, but do it the right way. I thought for them to give him an ovation was good, but it looked like he probably broke his arm in a couple places, so he was in a lot of pain. And but our doctors did a great job right away getting it air casted and fixed up. So.
Matt, what is your team? You said a little bit. What did they learn today?
that we beat ourselves. And that we're in control of whether we win or lose. It's the same message from when I say process, everyone's like, process means like, don't beat yourself, man. Just go play. You know what I'm saying? Like go out there and play like you belong. Walk on the field and act, believe that you belong because of how we practice, how we prepare. And I thought in many ways we did. But we'll look back and we'll say to ourselves, my goodness, if we just didn't do this, and this. And again, that takes nothing from them. They're a top 10 team. But we watched them play a lot of people, and we're going to turn the tape on them and say to ourselves, man, we're a pretty good team. Now we're a work in progress. All those things I'm talking about are not easy. Anybody can say, oh, we were 2 plays away, 3 plays away, but you're still away. All right, but I think the biggest thing is that they're getting closer, right, and they're getting better. And I want the seniors to leave here knowing that they helped turn it, and I want the young guys to know that it's inevitable. It's inevitable. If they keep doing what we ask them to do, that will be a really good team. Because we were a really good team today for a lot of the game. Not all the game. We were an okay team at times, but we were a really good team for a lot of the game. And I think one of the biggest messages, at halftime I said, you know what, I'm not going to talk to the officials anymore. I'm not going to worry about a thing. I'm just going to coach our football team. And I've always been I've always been the type of guy, like, I like to talk to the officials a lot so that our players don't, so that they feel like there's someone standing up for them. But I said, I'm going to coach our guys. And I thought in the second half our guys played the game the right way. And I hope everybody that's a Baylor fan is proud of the way our teams played. But there ain't no moral victory now. Like, we're hurting because we feel like we should have won the football game, but we didn't.
You feel there's no moral victory? Do you build confidence in losses like this one?
Well, I don't think I want to make sure I say this right. What you learn from this loss is if we just don't do, and you list about 7 things, we might win the game, right? Even at the last, if we have to go 77 instead of 97, if we don't have to burn a timeout earlier, if all those things, like the drive before, man, we're running down the sideline and we have a chance to make a big play, and we just kind of don't come up, all those things lead to losing. And so what I've been trying to teach our team is it's not these external things. It's what we do. And when we handle what we do, and when we handle our part of it, we'll have a chance to win every game we play. And if we don't, we'll have a chance to lose every game we play. And that control over our destiny is an important part of it. And that's all I want them to learn. So hopefully learn from that. But as I told them, I told a lot of them, it's okay that this hurts now. It's okay to let this hurt tonight. Like, I don't need to turn on Instagram or something and see guys out having a great time tonight, right? Now, if they choose to, that's all their business. It should hurt. And for the first time since I've been here, I saw tears in guys' eyes. I saw older guys hurting, telling people that they were hurting, and that's a step in the right direction. Because I know we're always trying to take the passion out of the game. This is a game of passion, And I saw our guys play with passion, and so did they. So did they. And it was a good college football game.
Coach, your defense had a shutout in the second half today, considering what happened in the Duke game and the Oklahoma game. Are you happy with where your defense is at right now in the season?
Well, not taking those games out of it. I mean, I think anytime you have a fourth quarter shutout, I think you have a chance to win the game, and not even that, to have a third quarter shutout, and to hold guys and play good red zone defense and hold guys to field goals and then get enough of a rush that maybe we affected it in some way. So I thought those pieces of it on defense were important. Anytime you have a second half shutout. And really, if you look at our defense, it was all just this one little cluster of time and space. And, Raleigh making that pick, Jameson maybe, making that play on the ball in the end zone. A lot of our young DBs took a step today, and we'll take another step here moving forward.
All right.
Thank you guys very much. Thanks, Coach.